Hi, Mark Rogers, a Christian gun owner, with you here out today at the gun range after about a week of being buried under snow here in the western Arkansas region. The kind of snow we've had here, I know for some of y'all up north that would be just meaning snow flurries. When we get 6 or 8 inches up here or over here, it's like being trapped in the Arctic Circle. But beautiful day today, sun's out, projected temperatures of about 70 today, so I couldn't resist getting out to the range to do something I've been meaning to do for a while, and that is review a gun that I have had for about 3.5 years now. It's a gun that I have reviewed on my website. I have actually done another video on it, but I'm going to do another one today after 3.5 years. What should be of interest to people is not just the newest guns that are out, but how these that have stood the test of time, how do they play out? How does this gun work now after I've had it for 3.5 years and put thousands of rounds through it, used it on the range, carried it? How does it play out today? How does it work today? Smith & Wesson M2.0 9mm full-size military and police pistol. This was Smith & Wesson's answer to the Canic that came out however many years ago, that came into the United States with a storm, with that trigger that people kept saying feels like a 1911 in a striker fired pistol, and it did. Smith & Wesson answered the call with both the military and police line and the M&P shield also. Now all come in M2.0. The M2.0 has a few features that vary from the original, but one of the most striking and the best and the most prominent is the trigger. The trigger being much shorter, crisper, and more manageable insofar as your ability to handle the gun, particularly if you're an experienced shooter. These type triggers in these guns make a big difference in how well you're able to control that gun shot to shot and keep it on target. The trigger pull on this gun, a lot of these people think that the trigger pull is light. It's not light. The trigger pull on this one comes in at about 6.5 pounds on my scale, but it doesn't feel like that because it's so short and crisp, and the reset very short, so you got an excellent trigger just right out of the box with the Smith & Wesson military and police M2.0 9mm full-size duty pistol. So I'm going to be out here shooting this today, just showing you how it's operating, how it's working after 3.5 years with it, putting a lot of rounds through it, doing a lot of shooting, and even carrying the gun quite a bit. Let's see how it works today. Here in 2021, during an ammo shortage, I've got to kind of take it easy, but you still will be able to see how it works, and I'll give you my take on the gun overall after I get done shooting. So let's go out here and do a little shooting with it. You all normally see me just blasting away at steel and stuff out here. I've used this gun in not just to review it, but I've used this gun in a lot of my training demos, or a lot of my training videos. I've used it with ammo demo to show that guns would feed steel case ammo just fine if they worked with brass. I've used this gun for lots and lots of videos. So what I'm going to do first is start off by just shooting at an X on a piece of paper over here, taking it kind of easy. And but what I've got loaded in the gun right now is some Federal 124 grain brass case ammo, along with some steel, a few rounds of steel case, and 1 round of aluminum ammo that I just had lying in a pile. So it's got mixed ammo in it right now. So you'll get to see both me shooting it, you'll see how the gun functions, and you'll see how it works with all kinds of odd stuff in it. I'll be shooting this, some other 124 grain, and I'll be shooting some reloads, my own reloads that are also 124 grain bullets, just to show you how it works. So here we go. This time I'll be standing back here about the same distance. I'm going to be shooting at this little shoot and see target. I think that's a 3-inch target on the head of this silhouette here. I'll be slowing way down this time. The gun's capable of plenty of accuracy as long as I do my part. Okay, I'm backing up to 40 feet. I'm going to be shooting a steel gong over here, a 10-inch steel gong. It's got a big yellow dot in the middle of it. The reason I put yellow dots on them is just because, well, my cans of white paint were all stopped up this morning. None of them would spray, so I just put a yellow dot on. Anyway, I'm going to shoot that gong from 40 feet. Blew the yellow dot off. Blew the yellow dot off. This is going to be my final run with the pistol. I've got 3 magazines with 5 rounds each in them. I'm just going to be coming in, moving around and shooting at the steel targets only, one magazine after another, and just to continue to show you how well the gun works. Let's go shoot the steel. I had to be really careful not to shoot the camera there. Okay, I'm at 32 yards from the berm, which is where I've got the bigger gong, the round gong set up down here, a 10-inch gong. I'm going to be shooting from 32 yards with my arm rested, 5 rounds at that gong. Smith & Wesson Military and Police M2.0 line is a line of pistols that you can depend on. One more in a long line of respected firearms from a respected company, Smith & Wesson. This is 3.5 years in with this gun right here. The title says after 3 years because that's a convenient way to put the title, but it's 3.5 years with this gun. Shooting it, lots of range sessions, carrying the gun, depending on the gun. Lots of demonstrations with the gun. What you've seen it out here today, what to take away from this is that it ran with everything. It ran with my reloads. If I would have expected any malfunctions, it would have been with my reloads. The first magazine had steel case and had aluminum, and it had brass case in it, so it runs everything. Just an excellent pistol, one you can depend on, a great trigger, great ergonomics with the grip, and the grip texture on there will allow you to get a grip on it that you don't have to let go. It won't slide around in your hand. An excellent gun, and an excellent gun after 3.5 years of solid use. The Smith & Wesson M2.0 full-size 9mm military and police duty pistol. I would suggest that if you're looking for a good gun, all the myriad of options that are out there, and of course there's a lot of things that are not available right now, but if you can find one of these right here, it will serve you well, and it'll serve you well for a long time to come, and it'll serve you well for a long time to come for a reasonable price too. So if you want one, get you one of these right here. You can depend on them. Smith & Wesson M2.0 9mm military and police full size duty pistol. I'm Mark Rogers, and I'll see you again real soon on another Christian Gun Owner video.